welcome fellow digital soldiers to True Reporting. It is the 31st of December. Happy New Year's Eve to you all. And on today's podcast, we will be talking about what's taking place at our U.S. Embassy. A lot of turmoil right now, but I can promise you this, there will not be a second Benghazi, as we can see here coming out as published 4 hours ago from Fox News. Says the U.S. presses Iraq to protect American personnel after embassy attack. There will be no Benghazis, right? Because we all know the thick ankle dog face, and Obama created that. It was on purpose. This will not happen under this administration. We will not go to war. We will not have anything of such. And again, guys, we're going to go over some memes and a fascinating article that just dropped a few minutes ago from the New York Times. I couldn't even believe it. Alligator skin, human clones, and other things being banned in 2020. January 1st is a popular time for new laws to take effect. This year, some states are implementing bans, or trying to, while others are trying to protect privacy or public safety. Human clones? What are they talking about, my friends? We'll get to the bottom of it here today. But before we do so, would you please welcome my sponsor, patriotofamerica.com.
Shut up and sit down.
Guys, I wanted to tell you about my new sponsor, patriotofamerica.com. They are the new sponsor of True Reporting, and they are making all American products, from t-shirts to hoodies to hats to LED tactical flashlights, my friends. They are producing a lot of great material. My friends, all you have to do is go to patriotofamerica.com. You can check out their amazing pricing, a MAGA hat for $17.76. They also offer custom apparel so you can design whatever you want. Again, guys, go to patriotofamerica.com. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my backup channel, True Reporting 2.0. We just hit 10,000 subscribers, so thank you all for doing so. All you have to do is go to the search bar on YouTube, type in True Reporting 2.0, and click subscribe. Also, guys, would you be kind enough as to hit the notification bell so when I post to this channel, you'll be the first to know. And finally, guys, would you please go ahead and click the like button? The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So as you can see, the U.S. presses Iraq to protect American personnel after embassy attack. There will be no Benghazis. And Trump administration officials and U.S. lawmakers turned up pressure on Iraq's government to keep American personnel in the country safe after a stunning assault on the embassy in Baghdad renewed concerns about the influence of Iran. My friends, again, as you remember from the John Here to Help interview with me and Red Pill 78, he did press concerns about Iran. He said John Kerry, John Brennan, these people were over there and they're trying to start conflict, and they'll do it any way they want to just to besmirch our president as we go into 2020. Dozens of Iraqi Shiite militiamen and their supporters breached the compound Tuesday, smashing a main door and setting fire to a reception area as protests raged over U.S. airstrikes over the weekend that killed members of the Iran-backed militia. President Trump accused Iran of orchestrating the attack. And by Iran, we're talking the deep state, my friends. The attack while defending the airstrikes as in response to an attack that killed an American contractor. U.S. carries out airstrike in Iraq and Syria after the contractor is killed. A U.S. defense official told Fox News that 100 Marines were being sent to the embassy to bolster security. A U.S. Apache helicopter gunship also flew over the embassy and dropped flares in show of force, attempting to disperse the crowd. Defense Secretary Mark Esper later confirmed additional forces were being sent as the military released images of those forces deploying from Kuwait. And again, guys, I don't think any of these people had suicide vests on, or it didn't look like they were armed. It looks like they just have to disperse the crowd, hoping no one gets hurt on either side. We want a peaceful conflict, and hopefully this gets taken care of. And again, my friends, we are dropping flares. There is no war under this administration. I cannot reiterate that enough. Continuing forward, the storming of the compound represented a grave new challenge to the Iraq-U.S. relationship as Iran competes for influence. Iraq has long sought to balance ties with both countries, but reports from the scene indicated Iraqi security forces did not initially stop protesters as they marched to heavily fortified Green Zone following a funeral held for those killed in the U.S. airstrikes. A U.S. official later told Fox News that, in quote, Iraqi security forces did participate in protecting the embassy, and Trump made it clear he expects Iraq to secure U.S. personnel. And you better bet your bottom dollar that Trump is getting all notifications on this. He's getting feedback, and if Iraqi soldiers did not step up and help us out, there's going to be a problem. We expect Iraq to use its forces to protect the embassy, and so notified, Trump said in his tweet blaming Iran. He also spoke with Iraqi Prime Minister Adil Abdul Mahdi, stressing again the need to protect U.S. facilities in Iraq. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo had separate phone calls with Abdul and Iraqi President Barham Salih on Tuesday, in which he, quote, made clear that the United States will protect and defend its people who are there to support a sovereign and independent Iraq. State Department spokesperson Morgan Ortagus said in a statement. Ortagus added that both Iraqi leaders assured the secretary that they took seriously that their responsibility and would guarantee the safety and security of U.S. personnel and property. Again, guys, they're going to drop flares on these people. They're going to try and disperse everybody. Hopefully no one gets killed. Let's just, pray for our soldiers, our Marines, that everything goes accordingly to plan and no blood is shed. Guys, let's go ahead and hop into some memes real quick, and then we're going to get into that strange New York Times article. All right, guys, and as you can see from the memes today, Andrew Breitbart tried to tell us that how Prague guru John you-know-who isn't a household name as world-class underage sex slaves cover-upperer defending unspeakable dregs escapes me. Flynn knows the truth. You decide. The NYPD blows whistle on new Hillary emails, money laundering, sex crimes with children, etc. Must read. When will we listen? Got to do something about these missing children grabbed by the perverts. Too many incidences. Fast trial. Death penalty. Absolutely. And this picture just in from the family boarding boat in Malakuta, approximate time of photo 9:45 a.m. What the heck is going on in Australia? My goodness. Can someone please explain to me? I know we have some Australian followers out there. Why is the sky blood red? Someone please tell me what was going on there. If any of you know, very strange. I wanted to show you that because it's very interesting to me. And from Severe Anon, please follow him at Severe Anon. We see here, even if 17 never posts again, the effect is permanent. You can't undo the Great Awakening. We are collectively the greatest force against evil ever assembled. Thank you to the Anons, bakers, and digital soldiers that have made this possible. Our work lives on forever. Where we go one, we go all. And that's absolutely true. Well said and well put, because we're going into a biblical time, my friends. We have already started, but 2020 is going to be next level, guys. And we could see here, this was actually a post that I found earlier today, liked by Laurel Trump and 68,000 others. Ivanka Trump, countdown to the new year and decade. It's almost time. Check this out, guys. 17's message to Trader James Comey. The harvest in Killbox crop has been prepared and soon will be delivered to the public for consumption. A higher loyalty. Why? We all know what that is. Rothschild's white, right? Hunters become the hunted. And that is all. I'm guessing that has a lot to do with Hunter Biden. Treason, sedition. How do you remove a liability? 6 o'clock can be dangerous. Family proud? Could this be the final arrest? Could this be the first giant big arrest? We have 1 day left in 2019 for indictments to be dropped. Anything can happen, my friends, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Where she stands is at 6 o'clock in the clock. We all know that they do show us messages, and we are here to decode them. And could this be that? I'm really hoping so. So we shall see. Might have a lot to do with Mr. James Comey. we shall see, right? And we can see here, guys, from this was trending today. This was very strange. This was sent to me by my mod Shannon. It says, this is trending today. Death to America. This is trending today, guys. This is very scary. I don't know what they're trying to do or what they're trying to push, but we know what Twitter's pushing, right? We all know what these tech giants want. They don't want us to succeed or progress, my friends. And finally, from Julian's Rum, please follow him at Julian's Rum. If 17 is a LARP, explain this direct message I received from General Flynn in December of 2018. A year Delta, my friends. As you can see here, this is from General Flynn. Pray. Stay strong. We are winning 5-5. That's from Julian's Rum. Where we go one, and Mr. Flynn, General Flynn says, we go all. If it's all a LARP, why would he say that if he did not want everyone to be called digital soldiers? Am I right? I think so. Let's go ahead and hop into that New York Times article that blew my mind. All right, guys, to round off the podcast, you can see here from the New York Times, alligator skin, human clones, and other things being banned in 2020. Human clones being banned in 2020. January 1st is a popular time for new laws to take effect. This year, some states are implementing bans or trying to, while others are protecting privacy or public safety. As we can see here, California lawmakers made their fashion ruling. Crocodile handbags were out. Alligator boots too. But for Louisiana, the nation's top producer of all things made from alligator skin, those were fighting words. The state's attorney general filed a federal lawsuit earlier this month to stop California's ban on alligator and crocodile products from taking effect in 2020. Last week, a federal judge agreed to temporarily block the new law, meaning Louisiana and California are headed for a showdown in the court. Every year on January 1st, hundreds of new state and federal laws take effect across the country. Many are mundane, but some can be contentious, and not just in the world of fashion. As we can see here, as 2020 arrives on Wednesday, Arkansas will ban state-funded human cloning, while Illinois will illegalize marijuana. Texas will try to save lives in school shootings, but not by taking action on guns. Here's a look at changes coming across the country. When a gunman opened fire at a high school in Santa Clarita, California in November, a choir teacher barricaded her students behind a grand piano and grabbed a gunshot wound kit. Wrapping the wounds of a freshman girl who had been shot in the torso and shoulder, the girl survived. In Texas, which has seen its own rash of you-know-whats, a new law will require local school districts to stock similar kits on their campuses, equipped with tourniquets, chest seals, compression bandages, bleeding control bandages, emergency blankets, latex-free gloves, markers, and scissors. University Health System, a San Antonio-based public hospital, will train students and school employees to use them. No public money for embryo research. What in the world? Arkansas lawmakers, guys, voted to prohibit Arkansas. Who's from Arkansas? Oh, that's right, the thick-ankled, right? And we just have a giant statue of Baphomet right downtown Arkansas, right, guys? Right, my friends from Arkansas? Arkansas lawmakers voted to prohibit state funding of human cloning or destructive embryo research, stating that, in quote, prospect of creating new life solely to be exploited or destroyed has been condemned on moral grounds as displaying a profound disrespect for human life. The new law will also block funds to state educational institutions investigating stem cell research using embryos, in vitro fertilization, however, will not be affected. Arizona, Maryland, and Missouri prohibit the use of state funds to pay for reproductive cloning, while North Dakota, South Dakota, and Oklahoma are the only states to ban all forms of human cloning. What in the hell are they talking about? Human cloning? What? Now, guys, all right, I'm not even going to go any further into this because there's nothing more really to talk about. It's, data privacy law and blah, blah, blah. It's mundane bullcrap. But we're talking about several states banning human cloning. This is in mainstream media. So you're telling me that these people out there who they say that, the 17 movement, who actually believe in cloning, we get made fun of and we get besmirched because we actually believe this stuff. Well, it's mainstream media news now, right? It's mainstream media news, and I believe this is this is the final nail in the coffin. How can anyone even debate this now, right? The New York Times are talking about it. This is a left-wing newspaper talking about prohibiting human cloning. There are clones out there. Bet your bottom dollar. They're not body doubles. The people that we see when you see the thick-ankled out there and you say, she doesn't even look like her, or we see Biden up there with bleeding eyes and all this kind of stuff. I don't even believe these people are who they say they are, guys. I really believe that cloning exists, and I believe it's going mainstream, my friends. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, guys, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my channel? You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting, and don't forget to leave a like. You can donate to this channel and keep it afloat by going to my PayPal, Patreon. I just sent out handwritten letters to all the people who subscribe to the $17 tier, so you'll be receiving those really soon. We have a P.O. box and True Reporting merch. Guys, I will be on Red Pill 78's live stream tonight to bring in the new year, so please come and hang out with us all. It should be a great time instead of being out on the roads driving around when you know there's a lot of people boozing out there. So just be safe tonight. Have a great time, and let's bring in the new year together, my friends. I will see you this evening and tonight. So guys, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.